Well, it's the day after the election. I'm heading to get Cokes. As my friend Pug Williams told me that they're on sale at Target, like 4 for $10, but I saw them here 4 for $11, so that's where I'm going. But in the meantime, I guess we should chat about the toxic topic of the election, because, like I said, I don't really like talking about politics or religion, because they lead to flame wars as we pass by new road construction. But yeah, what a shock. Donald Trump won. We did not get to see our first woman president. I'll go ahead and just tell you, I did not vote for Trump, and for 2 reasons. One, because I'm a veteran, and he insulted John McCain, who I like, and that was the last Republican I voted for. Basically not calling him a war hero because he was captured, and basically insulting veterans. At least he insulted me when he mentioned that. And also his stance on immigration, building a wall. This wall thing is just, you're dreaming if you think it's going to work. Wasting billions of dollars, that's what it's going to cost to build, when it can simply be climbed over, when it can simply be dug under. You're not going to stop the flow of immigration with a wall. And the main reason, if you check the finance world, Dow futures have plummeted, so has the peso. The average pay in Mexico, this is the main reason the Latinos come here. The average pay in Mexico is the equivalent to $6 a day. That's it. Our minimum wage is $7.25 an hour currently. Maybe it'll go up, but I'll believe that when I see it. So that's the reason why we've got people coming here. Yeah, you've got bad with the good. That's just nature. That's just how it is. I mean, you're not going to stop somebody from coming across the border to earn dollars to better their lives or their families' lives. So I don't like to see, this divisiveness where a wall is going to solve the immigration problem. It will not, under any way, shape, or form. Republicans know this. George Bush knows this. And I've voted both Republican and Democrat. First time I got to vote was in '92. I didn't vote for Bush then. I didn't vote for Clinton then. I voted for Ross Perot because I'm more independent leaning in my ideology and my thinking. This election was a total shock and just a stun all the way around. I've kind of chatted with some of the family in Mexico. They're scared. I mean, they are really concerned that now with the peso tanking, that the Mexican economy, it's already got a lot of corruption going on, but now it could start, there could be some real ripple effects happening here. So, and honestly, that could increase the flow of immigration across our border, because as the peso continues to drop against the dollar, well, guess what? If people can't afford to make a living in Mexico, they're going to come here to earn whatever they can, however they can, in dollars to send south of the border. This is really just stunning all the way around. Now, as a veteran, what could come of this with a Trump presidency? Well, he's already mentioned that he wants to repeal the, trade with China. Now, China's becoming a powerhouse. Now, he wants to cozy up with Russia. I mean, that may have its benefits, but China is the big wild card here. They're obviously not taking anything from anybody when it comes to their claims on the islands in the South China Sea. It's just there's just a lot of uncertainty and instability that I'm seeing. As a former nuclear submariner, I can tell you, our submarines are going to be, they already are. They're on patrol over in the Pacific, but now there's probably a heightened state of alert as to what could happen, if Trump decides to clash with China. Bottom line, it's not going to be good. So I'm kind of looking from a submarine perspective as to what may, may come out of that type of collision with China. So yeah, it's going to be a bit uncertain. So I guess in the meantime, now that I'm here at Target, it doesn't look like it's open yet. I've got a few more minutes. I might ramble a little bit more as I get my thoughts together, because like I said, I'm still kind of in shock from last night, because no one predicted this. No one saw this coming. All the news, all the polls. I mean, it's just bizarre. I haven't talked to my wife yet. I'm sure I will, but I know some of the family that I've chatted with down in Mexico. They are very concerned as to what the future holds for relations between Mexico and the U.S. Yeah, I don't even know what to predict. I mean, I'm a history major, and I've already talked with 3 of my history professors, via chat on Facebook. They're floored. They don't even know what to make of this. This is probably going to open up a whole new category in political science, how this happened and how it came to be. Based on what I've seen, I can't remember the reporter's name on CNN. It was a white lash, is how he described it. And, it is what it is. You look at who all voted, get out the vote. Well, people came out and voted, and unfortunately the minority vote was just not enough. I don't know. I just hope that Trump doesn't think this is another reality show. This is real life. This is going to be affecting billions of people, whatever decisions this country makes over the next 4 years. So I'm hoping for the best. Like I said, I've voted both parties before. I've voted actually 3 parties, independent, included. So my votes have gone depending on how I view, what could affect things in my life, basically. From a veteran perspective, from an immigrant perspective, because my wife is Mexican. And now, that's another thing. Obamacare. That is in serious jeopardy at a time when my wife could really use it. And, with her cancer battle, we have no way to afford cancer treatment here. That's the main reason she's down there. Luckily, she's a Mexican citizen. She's getting her surgery and her treatment down in Mexico, where it is much cheaper and affordable. So, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do about that. Now the Affordable Care Act could be in serious jeopardy. It may, I don't know if it'll be entirely repealed. It'll probably be restructured. How it gets restructured, and again, will it still be affordable? Key thing. Lots and lots of uncertainty right now. But anyway, I'm guessing Target is open. I'm going to go ahead and get my Cokes. So, yeah. And, we'll just get my Cokes, and I'm going to come on back, and we'll head on home, and I'm just going to continue to, watch the fallout from this election, I guess. So, yeah, let's go shopping. All right, give me a cart. blinky ball.
Yeah. Like I said, the most you're gonna see with me is like day one.
Guess I got a smooth cart. Quiet this morning. Well, we got Cokes. Looks like we got about 7 of them. So I guess we'll just go ahead and get all of them there. And we got cherry Dr. Pepper. Do I want to try that? I don't know if that's part of the deal. Well, yeah, it says Dr. Pepper brand, so okay, we'll try that. I don't know nothing about this one. Yeah. We'll get rid of Blinky Ball. There. You can stay there. I'm gonna get my cherry Cokes. We'll get these loaded. All right, I'm loaded with 8. So, wine. Boy, I'd like to chug some of that right now after last night. Ay, ay, ay. Now let's go. Food. Robot Roomba. Alright, let's check on out. Loaded up and hit the road. Alright, we're loaded. Alright, well, at least something positive has happened for me. Stocked up on Cokes probably the rest of this year, since I'm heading south of the border in less than 2.5 weeks. Oh man, oh man, oh man. What else is there to talk about this election? Well, you're just going to sit there, lady, then I'm going to go. Yeah, the Affordable Care Act, that's another thing. Yeah, another thing I'm concerned about is, is that even going to be around much longer? But yeah, all the divisiveness, and it's just been really, this election has just been one for the record books, that's for sure. Yeah, you can catch the signal before it changes on me. But, well, yeah, no idea what the next 4 years is going to hold. I voted for, in the primary, I guess, when Bernie Sanders was still on the ballot, that's who I wanted to vote for. I was a big fan of Bernie. What I do, again, as a history major, I do my research on the candidates. Again, that's where I kind of fluctuate in between, who's who and stuff like that. Yeah, Bernie was really good. I liked his base. He had a proven track record, and he's been in service for many years. Yeah, I liked a lot of what he had to offer, and then unfortunately was sabotaged by the DNC, by what's her name, Weissman, I think. Those emails that came out, I think, from WikiLeaks that basically showed the sabotage that was done purposely to undermine Bernie Sanders' campaign. And honestly, I think if it would have been head-to-head between Bernie and Donald Trump, I think Bernie could have pulled it out. That's just my opinion, though. Yeah, just really shocking turn of events. I mean, I was up till about midnight. Once I saw everything was just not going well, I was like, all right, popped one of those Pepsi Complete tablets, and I went to bed because my stomach was kind of in knots. And I think I wound up waking up at 6:30, so I didn't even get a whole lot of sleep. Maybe 4.5, 5 hours max. Yeah, because again, I was just wondering, was there any chance of this turning around? But nope, not at all. It did not happen. So, unbelievable. And so, as I saw in a post, the sun will rise the next day despite what happens. And it's true. Life will go on, but, again, what does the future hold? And it's anybody's guess right now. First Brexit, and the United States, upended that with this election. So, I think in my take, what I think might happen, I think relations between Russia and the U.S. will warm. Relations between the U.S. and China are going to become volatile. How volatile it gets remains to be seen, but I don't think it's going to be pretty. And, that could have ramifications on our economy. What happens there, with the trade issues. And again, NATO. I don't even know what's going to happen with NATO, because we're supposed to go to the Eastern European countries' aid if, they're invaded by Russia. And now, from what I've gathered, it sounds like Trump isn't going to do a damn thing about that. So I think NATO could actually wind up being dissolved or just fall apart, and everybody's kind of on their own and hope for the best. So I don't know. A lot of uncertainty. So as I continue, I'm about home now. We will just wrap this to and fro Coke run and election rant, I guess you could say. So until the next thrilling video, adios.